All right. Hello, everybody. Good evening or afternoon. I can't tell what time it is right now. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Geigo, the Dragon Ball App Team leader.
And my name is Toshi. I'm also part of the Dragon Ball app produce team, and I'll be doing most of the talking as, fortunately for my job, Keigo can't exactly talk in English. So, I'm sorry. He understands it, though. So, moving on. Just before starting on into the presentation itself, I want to talk a little bit about our company. We, Bandai Namco Entertainment, create video games ranging from console to PC to mobile apps, as you can see on the screen right now. And most of our games actually are based on Japanese IPs. So examples would be Dragon Ball, One Piece, Idolmaster, Sword Art Online, Naruto. I can just keep going on and on and on. But maybe some of you have seen it, some of you have played it. But today, that's not what we're really here to talk about. Today, we're actually here to talk about something new, something both of us, Keigo and I, are really excited to talk about. It's a new PvP game, and actually, we've never released any new information regarding this until now, so you guys are the first to see anything about this game. So, without further ado, I give you Dragon Ball Legends. It's an all-new title of mobile app that will be released in 2018. And as you can see on the screen, the gameplay will be in 3D, heavily action-oriented, and also we're pretty excited to talk about it today. We made sure that the details and everything are all fine-tuned so that it's exactly what the Dragon Ball fans wanted on a mobile app. So one of the biggest features that we have for this game actually is the global real-time player versus player on Cloud Network. So let me say that one more time. It's global, it's real-time, and it is actually player versus player. We're not going to muck around with by providing pseudo experiences of player versus player where players fight other player datas. It's not going to be like that. We'll actually have the players be fighting one-on-one, anywhere, anytime. So, you know what? To give you a really good idea as to what it'll be like, we're actually going to have a live demonstration between 2 points. And point A being here, Moscone Center, where Keigo will be playing against another team member of ours that is currently in Japan, our Tokyo headquarters, actually. So I just copy and pasted the Google map, actually. But as you can see, there's 5,100 miles apart. Oh, yeah, that's Ayaka. That's one of our team members. And so she's currently in Tokyo right now. The right screen is her mobile app screen. Left screen is Keigo's. And I would appreciate it if the audio was played in the background a little bit louder. Yes, thank you. Okay, so the game itself is one-on-one, but each player can bring up to 3 playable characters. The objective of the game is to defeat the opponent's 3 characters before the opponent. All right, and they're both ready. So, thanks to Google's cloud networking, we managed to create a really stable playing field where users don't really need to worry about internet connection, latency, and whatnot. All they need to worry about is the opponent that's going to be in front of them on the screen. All right, it seems like the game connected, and it's still black. Oh, there we go. Thank God. So, the game started right now. Left screen is Keigo. He will probably show off some of the cool cutscenes that each character has, but it's heavily action-oriented, but in actuality, the controls are quite simple. We made sure that it's intuitive, and we made sure that everybody who wants an action game on Dragon Ball can play other players without having to worry about getting their butt handed to them. So, as you can see, Ayaka just activated her special skill. The 4 cards that can be seen on the bottom of the screen, those are universal cards that each player has. And whenever you tap them, the character will automatically do an action oriented to that specific card. And each character will have something different. For example, you tap the red card, you can do a melee attack. You tap the yellow card, you can do a long-ranged, and the blue one is a special attack. And also, by tapping them consecutively, the character will automatically create combos. So, just like right now, actually. It's a special cutscene right now, and it looks really complex when you first see it, honestly. But, oh my god. Yeah, see, she had no choice. He's her boss. All right, back to the presentation, please. All right, thank you. So, as you can see, the game, it's All right, sorry. As you can see, the game itself runs actually fairly smoothly, even though the connection was done over the ocean. Players who are outside the country that you're living in can obviously definitely fight against you with no worries about latency, any problems and network lag or whatsoever, thanks to the Google Cloud Platform. Honestly, we could not have realized this entire project without this service. And also, as for the second point as to why we use GCP, this entire title, this is going to be a flagship title of sorts for us. It's going to be on a whole new level of just entire bigness. So we know that there's going to be an immense amount of traffic coming in. And the bigger the traffic is, we need to make sure that the infrastructure can handle it. More database, more sharding and whatnot. And the bigger the system gets, the more complex it gets, and inevitably leading to higher just human error and higher chance of human error happening and higher cost for taking care of it. And when we have a title like this, where we have hundreds of thousands of users constantly playing against each other, we want to make sure that they always have the right experience that we prepared for them. So in order to do that, we utilize the Cloud Spanner to create a more simpler architecture so that we don't really need to worry too much about human error happening or other costs that might happen. So another thing that we use the GCP for is stack driver logging and BigQuery. Like you might have heard a couple minutes ago, we want to record literally everything. We want to make sure that we can see what the users are doing and the key performance indicators are used properly so that we can create a constant content update where users have something new to do, users have something to come back to maybe every other day, every day, hopefully every day. But we want to create a content that's constantly evolving. So this is an architecture diagram that we're going to be using for this project. Who here can read this? Hands up. Oh, yeah, I can't. But I know what Keigo told me to talk about. So this is basically just an idea of the architecture diagram where how the user connects to the administrator. But in the end, we are going to be providing this service as one big server. We're not going to be separating by regions or areas like you might see in certain large MMORPGs, because that would then kind of lose the point of having a global PvP system to begin with. We want to make sure that every fighter can fight another fighter that's on the other side of the world anytime they want, so that they can just gloat and literally say that they are the best. So, to reiterate, the GCP was essential in this project. We could not have done this player versus player connection where you don't really need to worry about the gameplay being affected by network lags and such, even if you're connecting to a player that's on the other side of the world. And also, we wanted to make sure that we create a constant content update with actual quality and provide something the users wanted, or maybe didn't even know they wanted, but were satisfied with. So we need to make sure that we record everything and provide for proper large-scale service. And of course, we just want to make sure that every fighter just deserves a solid connection. They only need to focus on the enemy in front of them. They don't need to worry about the extra connection issues or technical difficulties. They just need to figure out how hard they need to punch the other person. So, before we end this presentation, I actually have a bit of a shameless promotion that I want to talk to you guys about. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., not p.m., I'm sorry, 10:30 a.m., we'll be holding a live stream where we'll be announcing a lot more details regarding this game title, such as other playable characters. You might have seen Goku or Piccolo, Frieza, and Nappa. We have loads more that we want to definitely talk about. Unfortunately, I barely have any time left, so you guys hopefully access this live stream tomorrow. We'll also have Miles Ward joining us as a special guest from Google Cloud Solutions, and he'll be talking a bit more about the technology that was used to make this product work. So, thank you for listening. Keigo will be saying the goodbyes.
Thank you for listening. We hope that we can be a new benchmark in global PvP. Thank you.